How's it, guys, and welcome to another Getting to Grips brought to you by Godox SA and Golden Power Battery. So today in studio, you can see it looking very different. I've got black material all over the place. I've got a couple of black curtains in the background. So we're going to be doing something different, not even using a Godox light as a key light. We're going to be using a projector. So we're going to be using this projector to actually project images or sort of designs and effects actually onto the model's face. It's going to be an interesting one. So I actually went into AI and I said, all right, give me some images that you can create using this type of style, and it's created a whole load. And I'm going to shoot some. Obviously, you're going to be seeing the raw images, and then I'm actually going to sort of after the show, once the editing is everything is done, when I post on social media, we're going to actually have side by side photography, AI. Who knows? I've never done this before, so it's going to be quite interesting. And yeah, so let's get started. And what before I forget, Tamba. Tamba for actually also giving us the ability to use some of their cameras and stuff that we do on our live streaming, and all the advice and stuff that they give us for the studio and broadcasting info. So big shout out to them. And if you are going to buy any Godox gear, we will be using some Godox stuff. We're going to be using LP600Rs. We're going to be using some tubes. So if you want to get any of those type of lights, get to www.godox.co.za. There should be a coupon code at the bottom, and also Golden Power batteries. All right. So I'm going to introduce our model for today. We have a new model on the show today. Cherise. So this face here is going to be projected with all sorts of colors, shapes, weird and wonderful things. And that's what we're going to do. So I've got my laptop, which I'm going to keep ducking behind. And we're going to actually just change the different backgrounds and set up the lighting and everything else. All right. How do you feel about this one?
Good. A little nervous to see comparison AI in real life. Should be good.
Yeah, obviously ours will be better.
I think so.
All right, so let's get started. So I'm actually going to turn on this projector. So also my buddy Tyler from Tamba lent me this projector. And it is bright, very bright. So what I've done is I've sort of mimicked a sort of a projection table. I've got two light stands here that's from Golden Power batteries, and then I've got two Godox super clamps on a piece of kitchen worktop, and stuck the projector on, and then just sort of balanced it up with some timber and stuff. So that's the setup for the projector. And let's have a look. Very bright. It is very bright, eh? So obviously the main thing we need to do in this is actually get the model in the right place. And I don't think I'll need to lift the projector any higher, because what we're going to do is make sure that the shadows and stuff are not going upwards, because it's not a natural way that light actually flows. Your shadows always sort of come down. So that's what we're going to be trying to accomplish. And I think we got it level there. We might just cut your feet off a little bit. All right, so let's get this one sorted out. So I'm going to take a shot, and it's going to be camera settings. Now you're probably asking, why has he got a trigger on his light if he's going to be using tubes and stuff? I might use flash in the actual show as well. Okay, so my camera settings, hopefully the cameras are coming in there. Yeah, glasses. Is ISO 200, f5, and 1/80th of a second on the shutter speed. So that's what I'm going to be starting with. And I'm going to take a shot. Do not judge me on this shot. This shot is the first shot with a background that I've got, and I do have a little bit of adjustment on the actual projector as well, because I want to just bring it down a bit. And just turn your head slightly towards me. Okay, come over a little bit. Right there. It's also just getting the pattern on the model's face. So that is our first shot. Just bring that one up there, Talia. I just want to see so I can. All right, so that's our first shot. So that is the key light. So we've got all sorts of colors here. We've got blue, we've got yellow, we've got purple, we've got just stay in that position. So I'm going to put on a LP600R and we've got blue. I just want to go to here. All right. So then we're going to add in this one light. So this is an LP600R. So it's a 60-watt LED lamp. And it's the RGB. So that's cool. So I'm going to take the next shot. And I'm going to just take a couple of angles. Just carry on looking to where you were looking. A little bit more this way, a bit more there. And keep looking with your eyes. So the shot there. So now we've got the hair light. So we got a bit of a hair light in there. And now we're going to add in a second light this side, which is also the LP600R. So we're building this up slowly but surely. We're building this up and making sure we can get a cool image. All right. If you can, if you can get your head back in that same position. Okay, keep it there. And also chin down a little bit. That's fine. Another thing is to remember when you are doing this type of shot, make sure that the model's chin is actually sort of down a little bit. Just sort of makes the image look a lot nicer, because we're going to beat AI here. Okay, so just look over here. Okay, bring your eyes down. That's cool. Take another shot here. And we will make sure my cell phone is turned off. All right. So we actually have there. So we can actually do a couple of shots. I'm going to do a couple of shots like this. I'm going to move round and take different angles and stuff like that. So if you can bring your head back into there, down a bit. Come and look over there. Cool. And don't forget, these are like raw images. When you generate in AI, it's now done so much editing and so much extra stuff. And I'm just going to be moving around. Let me come this side. Bring your chin down a little bit and just sort of almost go a bit up on your toes, just a little bit down a bit. Cool, hold it there. I won't keep you too long for that one. All right.
Lovely. Wow.
You see how we get the projection in line with your eye and stuff like that. So, all right. So that's image number one we can actually use. Now I'm going to change the background. Which camera am I on? I'm going to actually change the background, and we're going to sort of move the model around a bit and see what else we can do. And then I'm going to do a few on the black. And then what I'm going to do is remove the black background, and then we're going to bring in an 8300 Pro, some gels, some continuous lights, and a projector. So we're mixing up all the different lighting technologies as well to create these. All right, let's have a look at what next background we can use. All right, I'm going to look at, let's try a cityscape. That looks cool. I kind of like that. You can't see it, can you? This is the beauty, right? Keep your head, just bring your shoulders level. I just want to get, so I'm just going to get here, okay? And then just turn your head slightly this side. I just want to get the one road in through there. You're thinking, what is he talking about? One road through this eye. Okay. All right. So let's get the super source up there. I just want to speak on this image. All right. So we've now got sort of a cityscape. So this is like roads and stuff that's in the background, and we're going to get it's sort of curving shapes and lines all over the face, which is actually quite cool. What I'm going to do is change our backlights to match what we've actually got in there. So we've got a bit of orange, and then we've got a bit of yellow. So I'm going to just mix up the lights at the back and change the hue on these. You can do this on the app. It's just that my phone, having my phone, then I've got to try and find where my phone is all the time, and don't want to do that. Okay, so we've got orange, and we've got get to the hue, change this one to more of a yellowy orange. Okay, right, let me take a shot now. So that's our first one with the, okay, just shoulders straight. Just bring this one down a bit. Just turn slightly there, and then I'll okay, just look over here, a little bit lower down. So now we've got the matching colors in the back. So I'm going to take a couple of shots like this. I'm going to be moving around. You sort of keep sort of where you were, and then we'll just also change your profile a bit up on this one as well. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple of shots. Let's do this. Okay, the other thing is also when you're thinking, well, the projection is on the background, and it's not appearing in the shot. And that is all to do with inverse square law, because the light's not reaching from my camera. It's not really reaching it for the settings I've got. The light fall off. Okay, so I want you to do a profile shot. So I need you just to turn your whole body and look towards this way. Okay, and just almost go up a little bit on your, just come back a little, you're leaning forward, that's it, and look that way. I'm just thinking now, doing like animal print skin on this. Would also be quite cool. Okay, so I want you to just bring your chin down a little bit. Then I'm going to shoot. Just keep it there. I'm going to bring a tube in. All right. All these goodies. But I'm not going to leave it on white. We're going to change this also to a, and change the hue up a bit. I want this to also be sort of a light orange once it gets there. There we go. Okay. Profile shot. Just turn this one down a bit. We're on 95% power on this tube. I'm going to bring it down to about 50%. Okay. So these ones we got like projection half on the face, and then we've got color on the other part. So that's cool. Let's try another. I'm going to go through as many of these backgrounds as possible. So when we edit, we've got lots of choice. Okay. And be careful of this orange snake that's on the floor. It follows me everywhere, and I also get tangled up. So if I walk around you and I get by your feet, just lift your feet. Okay, let's look at planet Earth. Miss World! It looks quite cool actually. So I just want to get you in position. I'm just going to lift this or move this down a bit. I must say these projectors, what you can do with them, you can get them, and it's got fine adjustment just to bring your image down. Okay, come over this way a little bit. There. Bring your head down. Cool. Keep it there. Just going to take a shot for the thing before I change. Okay, just come over a little bit more. Come forward a bit. Okay. And just turn your head. Chin down. Just straighten it a bit. Because I want to get one eye. Just a little bit up on your toes. Just so I can get... Right, come over this way a bit. This is where the alignment. Whenever you're working with projection, whether you're using light, projection. Right, happy with that? Rest your calves. It's going to be a workout, I'm telling you. Right, I'm just going to change the hue of this into, let's go for more blue. And I can probably put this into more of a green. Maybe not luminous green. Cool. Although it looks cool with the orange, but I mean it's quite effective on the face.
I like the kind of this one.
Yeah. It almost looks like something out of X-Men, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right, just up a little bit on your calves, chin down a bit. All right, so now we've got the green and the blue either side of... I just need to get your eyes a little bit more into the white. Chin down a little bit. Cool, just there. Because the eyes are, even though we're putting projection all over the model, we want to make sure the eyes, just turn your head this way a bit. And tilt your head a bit. Keep it there. You want to make sure you still get the eyes in the light. Because the eyes is what gives it the life. Okay, let's move you over a little bit. Actually, what there is, there's like a little sunburst on the back of this. So move over a little bit more, bit more, bit more. Okay, come this way a bit. Chin down. That's cool. And then I'm going to take a couple of shots like this. Keep your eyes this side. And just go up a little bit on your toes. Come over this, just turn your head this way, put chin down. A little bit lower down on your toes. Cool, keep it there. Just want to get a bit more of your shoulders in. And then I'm going to come this side. Those calves are burning, I'm sure. Okay, just go down a little bit. Cool. I think that looks cool. We got some. And what's actually nice on this image, are you resting now? Your calves are. So the nice thing about this type of image is we've got a lot of whiter light from the clouds, which is actually then coming through and actually giving us the actual skin tone. My white balance on the camera, before somebody asks, I'm set on Kelvin at 5200, so it's not quite daylight. It's set on 5200, and that's what I'm using on that. Thinking, why am I like battling with focus through my eyepiece? It's because I have my glasses on. But anyway, so let's change up another image. Let's see what we actually got here next. Let's do a bit of technology. So we're going to have a computer chip board. So what we want to do is just turn your head slightly. I mean, I can move the projector a little bit as well. I just want to make sure I get... So I can actually zoom in and out on the projector, and then I can lift and lower the... I think that's as low as I'm going to get. Okay, so look at me. Tilt your head down a little bit. And now my... Right, just straighten your body. Is that one coming through? Oh, cool. Look at that. Cyborg. All right, so I'm going to take a couple of shots of this. I'm going to move around again. Just keep your head straight, chin. And the reason I move around is because the projection is actually going to give you, I might actually do like a half-half on this, because this looks quite cool. So we're getting a bit of the white wall in the back, which is now blue because that's going to be the light coming in. Okay, chin down. Then I'm going to get from the side where the projection is on. Chin down a bit. Turn your head slightly towards me. Don't look into the projector, it's not nice. And cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the tube over to this side. I want a little bit more rim light on the back so it doesn't just fall totally into darkness there. Just watch your feet when I walk around you. My 8-meter cable that just gets me into trouble every time. Alright, so we are looking to do this more of a... I can probably mix it up a bit. Let's... I want to go green. Just want to make sure I'm not trapping myself in the back corner. Right, get him back into position there. That's better. So I'm going to take another shot from this angle. Okay, chin down a little bit. Look towards me slightly. Just turn your head. Keep your eyes in the middle of your eye sockets and then just chin down. There's certain looks that are going to be chin down a little bit more. Just want to get that framing of the chip around your eye, which looks cool. Huh?
Very, very
And
nice.
not even edited yet. Okay, so that is the computer chip ones. Our stream director. What is that one? The? Yeah. Oh, you want this bottom? Okay. So we're getting, which camera am I on? So we're getting art direction from our stream director. But it's all cool. So we'll try that. So get in position before we change that. Okay, come over a little bit more this way. And then let me see if I can lift the projector up. Boom. And I must say that this projector is absolutely super bright. So it does make my job a lot easier. Come over a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to turn your head slightly there like that. All right. Let's take the shot. Okay, so we got there and just straighten the head up slightly. Straighten. So almost there. There. This is actually such a cool projection. I like this one a lot. I'm actually going to take a shot with the tube in the back as well, because who knows what we can. Okay, so just head down chin a little bit. Different angles require different places on the. I'm just going to get this one a bit smaller and then move this one. Right. Now just almost take a little step across. Okay, not too much. Okay, turn your head towards this way. Perfect. Keep it there. Don't move. Chin down. That looks cool. Yeah, no. Art direction from Stream Director. Well done. That looks cool. Right, so the next one we're going to throw in. And if you notice, what we do is we try and mix the colors to the actual background. So whatever background we project, we're using lighting to, we've done that one. I wanted to do the more bluer one. All right. I'm just going to adjust this one if I can. Down a little bit so I get the skyline across your forehead. You must be thinking, what is he talking about? Skyline across my forehead. Now I'm just going to change these colors to be a more of a midnight blue. Let's change this one. And we'll change this one. Alright, let's have a look at your skyline. Cool, so I'm gonna get you to move over just, it's like minuscule amount, that's cool, keep it there. See, those are probably a little bit too blue. We can adjust these a little bit. I'll go more whitey color there. There we've got nice purple. I'll make this more white, an off-white. Let's try that. Let me see. So we got that one, and then we'll change this one to less purple. Give me that. So we should have a mix of purple, white, and there. Now I'm going to come in quite close with this one. Just turn your head slightly this way. That's cool. And what I'm going to do is, so with this shot you can see, okay, cool, the background has got a lot of dark areas in here, so we can try and actually pull, let's try and mix it up. I'm going to bring a speed light. Now you're thinking, oh my word, he's going to put a flash in here, what's going to happen? Alright, just get your head in position there. Now you could put a continuous light in here as well, another tube, but let's just mix it up a bit. Let's put a flash. This is the V1 mid from Godox, and I just want to use it just to fill in a bit of light. Now I'm going to leave it on 1/16 power, which is probably going to be too bright, but let's do it. There you go. See how flash washes everything away. So we're going to change this light right the way down to, and we can even go down to 128, I'm sure. It's just enough just to fill in the shadow. That's what we want to actually, and not totally wash away the projection. Let's go to 256. Yeah. So it's just filling in, just to show you guys, you can actually mix flash with continuous lights if you know how to just work with power and stuff. I'm just going to bring this in almost here. Okay, get in your position again, and then I'm going to actually, this flash should go all the way down to 256. Just bring your head here. I'm just going to get different positions with this light. Cool. Oh, got the blink. No, that's fine. I'm going to take a couple of shots with your eyes closed anyway. Just move a little bit over, down a little bit with your chin, up a little bit. Cool, keep it there. I don't know, because I know AI likes to work with totally different colors and different things. So that's cool. So we can use flash. Thank you, flash. All right. So I think I'm going to mix it up a bit. So we got enough, I think, on the black. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the background, the setup, where I'm going to bring down the black, and we're going to use the white background. Then we're going to use an 8300 Pro with a gel on it to fill some color and hopefully have all the projection and stuff on the face as well. So we'll use some of the images that we've been using through the show. I think I like the technology one.
I think so.
I'm gonna do a matrix. Ah,
That'd be pretty cool.
I
Never
didn't
seen
do.
the Matrix.
Oh, oh! Before we swap over, I've got to do a matrix one, and we're gonna throw some sunglasses on. That's something that we didn't do as well. We didn't throw any glasses. So I'm gonna set this one as the background. We have the matrix. All right, where is my glasses that I was using for the matrix shoot? I did have them somewhere. No, I took them out of here. Um, hmm. This is, uh, this is why I've got this little attachment on my side here, because when I put my camera down, I forget where it is, and now I'm losing the props. Here we go. How's that? Oh, very cool. Right, let's.
Men in Black.
Yeah, see, that's if you actually go a few years prior, you'll see the Matrix is the. You make it sound so old.
No, not at all.
Right, so I'm going to change the backlights. It's cool, we got it on the face, so I'm happy with that. So we're going to change up. We're going to change up a little bit here. I'm actually going to put this green, and I'm going to have this almost like a hair light. I think this is probably, I can't remember how many shows now I've done with continuous lighting. This is like, and I'm normally a flash person, so this is quite something. Oh, and let's get this one on green. Let's change the mode to HSI. And HSI stands for, anybody out there in live view world, what does HSI stand for? Nobody knows. Nobody. I think it's, I could be corrected here, but it could be hue, saturation, and intensity. Yeah? Because we're changing hue and saturation on this, and then we're changing the intensity of the light, which is your brightness. So let's just go on to there, change the hue. Why is it not changing my, that's FX, that's there. This always happens on live, eh? Why is my white light not changing? Okay, all else fails. Turn off, turn back on. Interesting. Okay, this tube, we'll cut that part. My tube is misbehaving. Just carefully your feet. Yeah, let's put this one down here. It's like the weirdest things go wrong. Let's get another one here and change our hue and saturation. There we go. See, our hue is changing now. And we want to go green. Matrix green. Okay. I'm going to lift this one up. I'm so glad you're not tall, like overly tall. No, you wish you were tall, but I'm glad you're not, so I don't have to have the light right up in the air and then I'm on tiptoes and exercising my calves and stuff. All right. So we got this one in. So we got that. And then I'm going to change the hue on this one. So we're going to go back to green. And then we're going to, green is not too far away from this color either, so we can go green. All right, let's get you back into position. Just turn your, now at least you've got sunglasses on now, so the projector is much better. Okay, so let's take the shot. And what I'm going to do in post on this one is actually drop a background in, because that is very cool and I can do that. Chin down a little bit. Okay, maybe you just bring your arm up and sort of put it in like into a sort of an action, like you wanna. You know, they had phones, eh? They had phones. Because that's the way they traveled through the Matrix. No, they didn't. They went to a telephone booth. No, this was Matrix 1. This one we can. So I'm going to make this go green in the edit. Okay. Or black. We can make it. So just sort of bring it close to you. You know how to use one of these phones. You that.
Exactly, but I know how to use it.
All right. So let's get some different angles here. Okay, switch it over to the other ear, because I think you can hear better in that one. And I'm going to take a shot. Turn your head towards me slightly. Chin down. Hey Neo, I need to come back through. Cool. And another one in the front. And then I'm going to throw a little bit more green in as fill. So let's get. This is why I love these tubes. These tubes are absolutely amazing. Right, we're gonna go green here. And I'm actually gonna hold this tube, so I'm actually gonna position it like this. So put the phone up. Keep it there. Yeah, how's that? That's very matrixy.
Very matrixy.
Yeah, no, that looks cool. All right, so that's your matrix. Now we're gonna definitely take down the black background, because I think we got enough cool shots like that. Let me turn this one off. All right, as I mentioned before, we are going to go to a white background. So let me just get this down. I'll try and do this as quickly as possible. Sure, let's get this. Let's get that one over there. Just gonna close that. Okay, I'm just gonna turn these ones off for now, because we're gonna be. Where's my off button? Sure. I like that image. I think that looks really cool. Okay. Now the beauty of also having a studio, I don't know which camera I'm on. The beauty of having a studio is you can actually watch movies on your back wall with this projector. That's so cool. Ooh, and let's get this. Okay, so we're going to work with some weird and wonderful color designs and stuff that we're going to be using. I'm going to introduce an 8300 Pro into the picture. Let me get that one set up, and then we can continue there. Have you enjoyed it so far? Different,
Very different.
because normally we've done these model portfolio
Yeah,
shots
yeah.
and stuff like that, which is that's all it was, a little flash. And let's put that down there. Get my 8300. When putting in your lights into these things, don't over tighten them so that you crack plastic or anything. Just enough to hold it. Take the snoot off. And pull the curtains. So much brighter in here now. I can definitely do that for you. Okay, so I'm going to put a gel on this light. So we're going to go, I think, with a blue. Definitely a blue. And we're going to change our design to something like a digital fingerprint. All right, do you want to just get in position there? All right, so I'm going to go do that and get this one on. And now I got to find the blue one. This is where I should have got this out way before. That's green. Green. Got lots of green. Why have I got lots of green? There's a blue one. Okay, so these ones are quite hardy. They are quite thick as well. I'm just going to get a piece of. I always leave pieces of gaffer tape stuck on my light stands. Let me walk around you rather. And they come in handy for just sticking on my gels. Alright. So we're gonna put the power of the 8300 Pro at around about 164 power, I think. And it's changing on there, and I just want to go down one more there, 164. Let's take a shot. The only way we're going to see if this works is by taking a shot. So just come over a little bit. I'm going to do half. Just going to get into straighten your head up a little bit. Straighten, just bring your head over this way. I'm just going to do this. Okay. Keep your eyes in the center of your sockets. So we're mixing flash with that's cool, so we can change it up a little bit. So we've got the blues sort of color into the back of the actual thing. Now we can, okay, just straighten up your shoulders. Just move your head around this way a bit. This way. Cool. So I want to get slight side profile. And we'll have a glowing effect at the back. All right. So we've got now the blue background, which is cool. We've got the projection that's actually, where did the projection go? Oh, you've moved. We got the projection on the face. And now what we can do is we can introduce a tube just to put a bit of fill in on this side. So I'm looking at the comfort monitor so I can see what's going on as well. And oof, what color do you want? I think the pinky color, because we've got a lot of blue already. Let's quickly, that color? I think that color is cool. Good. So I think we're also running out of time on the show, so I'm just going to make sure we get this one done quickly. What are we looking for time? How are we doing for time? Stream director? Okay. That's fine. That's cool. That's fine. It's like I'm here to beat AI. All right, just turn your head slightly, move over a little bit. I'm just going to move this side. You know what? This is what AI does in the background while you guys are waiting. It maybe just does it a bit faster than me, but you don't have the experience of being in front of the camera. Chin down a bit. That's cool. Now I'm going to throw some other color in the top because we had green, I think, on this one. So we can now do an AI shot of every color under the rainbow. I think there is a bit of green. That's cool. Same position. Do you remember your pose? Right. Look over here. Come a little bit with your head. That's it. Down. I'm going to take a couple of shots with this one. And this one is going to be a lot brighter because now the white. I'm going to take down the ISO. Look over to this side. Okay. Now I want you just to come a little bit more this way. A bit more this way. Yeah. So we get a bit more blue in there. And then we get the green on the shoulder. We'll do a real close one here. Chin down a bit more. Now you can actually take your projector a little bit higher just to make sure you get any shadows. Turn this way. That's cool. Chin down a little bit. And take a couple more shots. Cool. I like that one. It's got the glow on the. Phew. Okay, so I think that is. Right. Now I've got to cut that out. You're giving me extra work. What? You want some orange? There's orange in the fingerprint. Oh, do you want orange background? I think an orange glow. Oh, you want orange here. Okay. Last one for the stream from the stream director. You know what, these will give everyone what they want. That's what I'm here for. Is that orange? That's orange. And tube. Leave the tube that color. And I think I'll do an orange background. Eh? Because I thought it was blue and orange on the color charts. Let's just see. Okay, turn this way. Chin down. I'm going to bring this one a bit closer. I'm just trying to get the orange to match up with the dot on the shoulder. And I'm going to take this one a little bit brighter. I'm just going to move my ISO to 160. And also, when you're working with your camera settings, you're going to actually change in whatever your environment is at. I'm just giving you a baseline. And before I close off, stay in that position. That looks a bit. No, that's magenta. Do you have an orange here? They all look orange. This one won't be a very dark color, but we can just give just a bit of color change so people can see. You can mix tubes, flash, ceiling lights, projector lights all together to make a cool image. Okay. Stay there, no, a little bit more this way. A bit more back this way. Shoulder down a little bit. I've lost my little, just move over this way a little bit more. Come back there, that's cool. That is a very bright background. So I'm going to actually take this down to 100 ISO, 100th of a second. So I'm going to underexpose this image just a bit and maybe take our background down to 128. So I can work with that. Cool. That is it. So that's all we have time for. I've probably gone over a little bit as well on the time. But thank you, Cherise, for being the model on this very crazy shoot. Very different. And I'm going to turn this projector off so we're not, the amount of heat this thing actually generates as well. So that is it. So any of the tube lights, any of the AD flashes, any of the LP600Rs you can get from godox.co.za, and as well Golden Power batteries. So make sure you use my coupon code there and save yourself some bucks. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Carl Daniels, and we'll see you again on Getting to Grips. Cheers for now.
I want the sun.
Operation Night 2D.
Copy that.
Only your future is brighter than us. Shop Godox SA for your production equipment.